Hello everyone, welcome to our third lesson on our skills-based challenge. We've looked at coordination, so we're going to look at a different component of fitness now. Remember there were 11 in total, so it was good to recap over them. And today we're going to look at power. So power is a component of fitness that is required in most sports. And again, what we'll do, we'll get a definition of that word, and we'll look at what sports need it and why. We'll then look at a few tests. There are actually 2 recognised tests that we can do for power. So we'll have a go at them. We'll then set you can try it all week, have a little competition again against your family in the house or in the garden, and we'll see how you get on. I'll post my results on Friday, and we'll see if anybody can beat me in terms of power. Hope you beat me in coordination. I've got a few more years experience on you lot, and I've played a lot of cricket, so I do have an advantage. Those of you that didn't do too well, just keep practicing that. All those coordination skills can only help you in other sports as well. So keep on practicing, but today we're going to have a look at power. So first thing I want you to do, just write down what is power. Write down a definition of power. Pause the video. What is power? Okay, very simple then. Power is a combination of speed and strength. Okay, very simple. A combination of speed and strength. So it's things that require strength but are done very quickly. We said when you talk about athletes and how explosive they are, that is them generating power. Okay, so sports that would require power, anything that requires strength and done quickly. So if we think of Cristiano Ronaldo, jumping for a header, gets lots of height, power in his legs. Usain Bolt again, out of the blocks to explode out, a lot of power, speed and strength. And one of my favourite ones is the old basketball, power in the legs for the old slam dunk. Here we go. Okay, so we're now going to show you a couple of examples of where power is used in sport. So just have a look at a few of the images we're going to show you now and see if you can come up with a sentence of why they need power. And once you've done that, try and then think of other sports and specific examples in those sports where power will be an advantage in order to help you succeed. Okay, there are 2 recognised tests for power, and we'll talk you through them now. So the first one is the standing broad jump. Now this one can be done inside or outside. Okay, so it's very easy to set up, and all you need is some form of measurement. So you can have a tape measure, a meter stick rule, a 30cm ruler, anything that measures. Ideally a tape measure would be great. You could get indoors on the carpet or outdoors in your garden. Very easy to set up, doesn't require any expensive equipment, and we'll have a little look now at how we set that up with the help of my daughter and a glamorous assistant, Gracie. Okay, this test is the standing broad jump. It is a measure of leg power. Like I said, all you need is a tape measure, a glamorous assistant and some chalk. So no run up, a standing broad jump, I swing of the arms, I jump, and then Gracie is going to mark where my heels land. Gracie, you ready? You mark my heels for me. So Gracie, put a line by my heel. Perfect. And then we've got a recording and a measurement that we can look at the national stats and the data and compare ourselves. So that's a standing broad jump. So to recap then, the standing broad jump, very simply, you start with both feet behind the line, and then from a standing start, you jump forward as far as possible and get a partner then to mark where your heels are, and you record that distance. Okay, so the second recognised test that is used all across the country, all across the world with athletes, both young and old, is the standing vertical jump, also known as the sergeant jump. And again, this is a measurement of leg power. So again, we'll show you a little video now of how we set it up. So I've set the test up in the garden with my daughter. You guys can have a go at it, try it all week, and we'll see where we go. So the standing vertical jump, also known as the sergeant jump. Okay, this is the standing vertical jump, also known as the sergeant jump. Gracie's going to demonstrate, and I was going to go through the protocol of the test. So your client, in this case Gracie, will stand to the side of the wall, and she's going to reach as high as she can against that wall with her feet flat on the floor. And I'm going to, with a bit of chalk, okay, just a little bit of chalk, mark where her fingers are. She then brings her arm down, and she's going to do one big swing, a big jump, and she's going to touch the wall as high as she can, and I will mark where she touches that wall. You ready, Gracie? Yeah. Right, off you go.
Good. I can't do it like that.
Okay, so I'll mark her there. And what we then do, we're having 3 goes in total. So number 2, Gracie, when you're ready, off you go. Jump as high as you can, touch that wall. Oh, good, even higher there. Okay, and the next one, last one, and that was a little bit lower. So we take a a second one, which is a best one. And what we then do is we then get our tape measure, and we measure the distance between the first and the original mark and her highest jump. And that gives you 24 centimetres, Gracie. So we'll check that on the charts and see where we rank. So, standing vertical jump, also known as the sergeant jump. So the standing vertical jump, or the sergeant jump test as is often known, slightly more complicated, but still don't need any expensive equipment. So you just put some chalk on your fingertips, reach as high as you can and mark the wall, and then with one big explosive jump you mark the wall again at your highest point. Have 3 goes at that, and we will record the distance between your original mark and your highest jump to get your final result. Okay, so there's 2 tests for you to try out this week then. So this again will be posted on Monday. My results will be posted on Friday. I've got a feeling some of you will beat me on this one because I'm getting on now and the legs aren't as powerful as they used to be. But there's 2 tests. If you can't do both because of you haven't got the facilities, that's fine. But give it a go, especially the standing broading jump is one you can do indoors or outdoors, like we said. And get the family involved. Let's test everyone in the family, test their power, and let's see who can have the bragging rights in the house of who's got the most leg power. At the end of this video, there will be a few questions for you to have a go at. Again, typical, very easy GCSE type questions if you're thinking about doing GCSE PE, or if you are currently doing it, you can just recap with those. All about the components of fitness, why we use them, what sports we use them, how we test them. Okay? Have a go at it. Keep trying all week and post your results either on Twitter or on this channel here. And we'll hopefully this week get some staff involved as well. Keep safe. Enjoy the online work that you're all doing. Any issues, get in touch with school and we'll go from there and we'll help you out. Brilliant. Take care. So, the questions to have a go at here then, for the end of this video. What is the definition for power? Second question, name 2 tests that are used to measure an athlete's leg power. And finally, into a bit more detail now, why would a tennis player need power? So try and be as specific as you can in your answer. What part of a rally, what part of the game would a tennis player particularly rely on power in order to gain success?